What's going on, guys? And today I'm going to be teaching you guys another science lesson that I've learned in school, and that is biodiversity. This is the second lesson in quarter 3 that I've taken. Previously I made a video on me talking about 5 species of interaction, so if you haven't checked out that video, I'll leave a link in the description below so you guys can check that out. And this is going to be in the playlist of me teaching you guys science too, so make sure you check that out. Anyway, so this is biodiversity, and you can see this whole entire ecosystem. You can see all those fishes and all those sea creatures living in the sea. Anyway, so I'm going to show you guys the lesson here. Biodiversity means it refers to the number of different species in a given area. Like you can see, like for example, in any area, like for example this area has many types of different species, like for example sea creatures or jungle animals and all this stuff. This is difference. There's so many different species in this world. Like for example here, like certain areas of the plants, like tropical rainforest, it contains an extraordinary variety of species. Like it contains so many varieties of species in a tropical rainforest. As you can see, there's so many, especially around the forest and especially in the river, or the lake. It has so many types of species in there. And we also have gene. A gene is a piece of DNA that codes for a specific trait that can be inherited by an organism offspring. Now you can see genetics, we have different types of genetics, and that's not only for animals, that also goes for humans too. There's so many different types of genes, so many types of genetics. Now there are 3 types of biodiversity. Number 1, we have genetic diversity. This is the genetic variation existing with a species is called genetic diversity. Another one is species diversity. It refers to the number of different species in an area. You can see there's starfish, there's snails, and all this species in the sea or on the beach. This is what's species diversity. Oh, I almost forgot to say, as there are different types of genes, genetics all over this world, as you can see in this photo. It has the universe and it has the gene sign. It means it's all over the world. Last but not least, we have ecosystem diversity. It refers to the variety of habitats, communities, and ecological processes within and between ecosystems. As you can see in this ecosystem, we have so many sea animals. You can see there's so many types of fishes in the sea. This is what's ecosystem. Those are the benefits of biodiversity. The benefits are we can keep the balancing, we can keep the genetic species, the medical makes the medicines, the industry is potential source, and the agriculture keeps the soil rich. Like if the soil is rich, we can definitely grow a bunch of plants for all the humans and animals to eat. And we can also grow some beautiful flowers. And the industry, we need that industry. This is potential source, and that's going to keep all of us alive. And the medical though is definitely a benefit, because when we're sick, not only for animals but also for humans too, or the other way around, with that medicine, it's definitely going to treat us and it's going to make us feel better with the medicines. Genetic diversity. Genetic diversity is important for any type of species to survive. If there's a high genetic diversity, more individuals will be adapted to survive more new diseases and environmental changes. So with a lot of genetic diversity, any type of genetics, you can see all genetics are different. But with that genetic diversity, no matter what, if there's so much genetic diversity, any genetics is going to survive no matter what. So if there's new diseases, or if the environment is changing, then any type of genetics is going to survive. But when genetic diversity decrease, the population is going to shrink and pass through bottleneck. So if it decreases, so that means when there's not much genetic diversity, not all the genetics, not all of them is going to survive. Some of them is going to die. Some of them is going to get bad diseases or maybe even die too. And even if the population increased again, its genetic diversity will be reduced and the population will be at risk, and the members of population may be inherit genetic disease. So if there's not much genetic diversity, like I said, it's not going to survive. Not all of them is going to survive. Some of them is going to get diseases and could die too because of this. So you can see this is the bottleneck. So not all of them is going to survive. So that means it's going to pass through the bottleneck. The end. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that lesson, and I hope this inspires you, by the way. As you can see, this is the second video of me teaching you science. And you know, I love to teach science and I love the subject science. I always find this very interesting. By the way, if you have any questions to ask, let me know in the comment section below. And I hope you guys liked this video. And to my lovely science teacher of this year, Miss Aya, if you're watching this, I hope you loved this video, and thank you so much for teaching me those interesting lessons in this year. Thank you so much. Alright, so I hope all of you enjoyed this video, and if you liked this video, please leave a like, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Peace.